Again with the Klingons.
Welcome to Jump in the Turnstile. I'm Jezbot, and over here is Timmy Taco. Say g'day so everyone knows who you are.
G'day.
And in studio today, a long-awaited guest, none other than Adsdinooks.
G'day. That's how you know who I am.
G'day.
200 episodes, mate.
Woo!
How do you feel?
So good.
We've been dragging this out for almost a month now.
Just about. Yeah. Now, can you guys hear me in your
Not
cans?
not a lot.
I can.
Okay. You cans?
Cans.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
I got a can.
It's a little off-putting.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I just like to. I can hear you guys, but I can't hear me. But
That's the way we
as long
like
as
it.
you can hear me.
I would, just out of curiosity, previous 200th guests, is there like a raising of the bat in cricket or anything like that? I know you two
What's,
guys, you love sport.
Please explain.
Looking at you.
I have no idea what you're talking
So
about.
in cricket, when a batter, that's the guy with the bat, the
Yep.
stick part,
Yeah,
knocks up a certain amount of runs, generally around a 50, then 100, 150, 200. Particularly your hundreds, they raise the bat and acknowledge the crowd and get a round of applause.
Right, is that all they do? Here it is. They
Here it is.
Heil
Oh,
Hitler.
at 100,
with
there's
that.
probably a taking off of the helmet and a kissing of the Australian crest.
Okay, now is
So
this a
sweaty.
tradition like you wear the hat behind your body, and it means that you're courting
Oh,
somebody?
is this hat etiquette?
Etiquette.
Yeah.
So-
hat
so-
etiquette.
So when you
Talk me through
reach
this.
200, is it only hold up the bat, or can I give a little tippity-toot?
You can give a
to
tip.
the
No,
hat?
they'll take off the helmet and the bat. They generally hold both up together, point to the crowd, acknowledge.
So this is a bat. This is a hat.
Yeah.
This is a bat. Don't confuse it with the hat.
Yeah. Baticate doesn't work, so
Okay.
be careful. But so I'm assuming then no one else has raised a
No, they haven't raised the bat.
cheers
Okay.
of a can.
They've-
So
they've
is that
done
why
well.
Is that why you're standing there with the bat in your hand?
That's not
Now
a
it
bat.
makes sense.
Hey, that's not a bat.
Okay.
Just on the hat thing, it was back in the days of ye old when everyone wore a hat. There was different ways to.
Talk me through the style
Show-
of hat
show-
to show
wow.
what the oldies
You
are
got your
going
cheese
to.
cutter. You got
Yes.
your
Love
Bowler.
a cheese cutter.
You got your fedora.
You got your top.
Tippity toppity. Yeah, so
Top hat.
but aren't they from different eras?
Yeah, there's a lot of
they're
hat
all fucking
culture.
hats.
Hat culture.
Yeah, okay.
So if you were interested in a lady and there wasn't Twitter,
Yes.
you would
Swipe your hat left.
swipe your hat left. exactly. Give it a little bit of a dip
Dip of the twit.
if you're into I don't know.
What does the dip acknowledge? Just a hey.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Hello, my lovely.
Hello, my darling. How are you?
Are
Turn
you
out.
taken?
Yeah.
I'm
Yes,
going
I
to dip
am.
my lid at you.
I'm going to take you.
Can't you tell my handkerchief is all bloody?
Oh.
There it is. We
It
got
was,
there.
it was back in the day because they had a little touch of the old.
Oh.
What do you call that when they?
Cough.
That's it. What was the disease that was going around then? They were all bleeding.
Cholera.
from it. No, it's when you.
Swine flu.
No, don't worry about it.
Dropsy.
Pneumonia.
Yeah, everyone at home is screaming at the old radio.
Leprosy.
Consumption.
Ah,
think it
there it
is.
is. Do you have that? You guys seem a bit.
You've had consumption. Is it?
No, the women that had blood in their handkerchiefs had consumption.
Ah. It's always a telltale sign in a movie. If someone coughs
They've got consumption.
into a hanky
And there's a block.
and they look down at it, they're dead.
Yeah, you're dead. You're
No
dead.
penicillin.
No.
Yes, we've come a long way.
From
Yeah.
the ye old days.
Yeah.
Pen-
Now,
penicillin really.
Is there a ye current days?
yeah. What do we call the current days?
Today. Yeah.
Well, it's 2020, so it is the future. Well,
Is
it
it?
will be 2021, a couple of
days.
weeks.
How's that then? Yeah, nice. Somewhere that could have tied into 200, the 20.
What were you doing
200.
for 99, 2000 millennium?
What was I doing?
I was with you. Adsdinooks.
I was just at a local house party waiting for planes to
you
fall from the
see.
sky.
That's exactly what I was doing because
Yeah.
I was looking
It's gone.
right at a helicopter that
Millennium.
was flying over the
Gone.
it was flying over the party.
consumption.
Oh, that one wasn't. And I was looking
Shows
at
your
the
hanky.
I was looking at the helicopter, praying for it to crash.
Yeah.
Y2K.
Why
It didn't.
prick of a bloke.
Yeah.
Praying for it to crash.
Was
No,
that when
you
you were in
were-
your rave pants with a lollipop and a...
Sure, I was praying for the world to end, and that brings me to one of my things I've got on my list. I hate the world right now and everything and everyone in it.
You are giving off a little bit of a cunty vibe tonight.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe it's just a sick vibe. I don't know. It's all
Yeah,
that,
I'm at the
it's all
end of that.
Cholera.
I'm at the end of a cough.
Because it's with the kids stuff, yeah. And let me get back to New Year's Eve.
Hang
'cause
about.
2020. We've got to discuss New Year's Eve 2020. But it's because you guys have kids
Gotcha.
that you... Because I don't get sick.
No, I get
No,
other kids'
do it
sicknesses.
for sure. But yeah,
I
just,
get angry.
Yeah, and never start a sentence with it's because of the kids stuff. Just doesn't work. But yes, kids are just little germ mongers of germs.
And they bring in ones home that you've never had before. Is that the steez?
Kids or
The kids are bringing home the bugs or the
Bugs.
disease,
Oh,
the
bringing home
germs.
kids you've
Not bringing
never
out
had
kids
before.
you've never had before. You know what it is? It's the...
No, I
God,
don't.
can I grab my phone back off you? And you
Ah.
get your phone back. Transference.
do you know what comes to me?
Consumption.
Mine was a little bit more blatant of eating a super duper or super duper, depending on where
Yeah.
you're raised, and the toddler going, "Dad, show me what's in your mouth," and then reaching in and grabbing it from my mouth
Yuck.
after like going, "Dad." Did you know? Interesting fun fact though.
Is it?
Toddlers generally, because I've had to do some research, will generally get a cold.
Research because you have a toddler and you need to know how to look after a toddler.
Correct.
Right,
Not
right,
from the
tick.
ones that I haven't had. I don't worry about looking after them.
We just looked up the internet.
They average almost a cold per month
Really?
in the first couple of years.
Oh, God.
So every 4 weeks, and it's obviously immune system.
gotta have it.
Shite, you're little. Yeah.
Well, you gotta
build
have
up.
it.
Yeah, got to build it up.
We've
plus,
all seen War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise.
Haven't,
You know what
I'd love
happens?
to
You know what
punch that little
happens?
prick in the face. We segue
Spoiler.
into that.
Spoiler alert.
Was it the music in that, or was it the common cold?
Well, it was the common cold that killed the aliens that had been buried under the ground for millions of years or however long, and they rise from the ground, right? But then the common cold kills them because they've never had that bug.
Yeah. Now, which one was the movie that they played music to him and that killed him?
Oh, that was
Langoliers?
Aliens. No, Mars Attacks,
Oh, Mars Attacks.
and they play that. She's a yodeler.
Okay.
Yeah, old
Explodes her brains. Yeah, Tim Burton film. Yep.
Yeah,
Better
now
than Tom
Jeremy's
Cruise.
Jeremy's sitting across the room with a with his leg crossed and a pad. It looks like we're in therapy right now. Doesn't
It
it?
is a
Yeah.
bit.
Now,
It
tell me
does.
about your buzzer.
I'm shrunk.
Gives a nice, even though it is quite girly. It does give you a nice stretch through the hammies.
Honey, I shrunk the pod. Is what you could do.
Show us your pad.
Well, I've got. Do you want to see what's on the list?
Sure do.
Well, super duper
Yeah.
or super duper.
Depending on where you were
Well,
from.
No, it
Super
depends on what you
duper.
can afford.
Correct.
Is what I was going to say. So I'll tick that one off.
Was
Sunny
there,
Boys.
was there
Talk me through Sunny Boys.
a Sunny Boys? Now, what's the correct what's the correct way to eat a Sunny Boy? Are we supposed to be going biting off
You got to wait.
blocks
You
of
got to
ice, or are we
Yeah.
sucking on it?
You got
Crunch
to
a
wait a little
corner,
bit.
then
Okay.
yeah.
I was always sort of crunch
crunch it.
crunch the bottom up.
Within.
Yeah, yeah. It's got to wait a little bit till you can crunch it up, and then it's almost like getting a
Slushy type slurpee.
slush. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Boom.
Sunny Boy.
Sunny Boy.
The only what is it? What shape is it? Pyramid.
I guess so.
Pyramid shaped lolly water.
Pocket. Yeah. Yeah, it's like
sugar
frozen
content.
cordial.
Yeah.
And we had a big scam going at Harvey Drill. They had Super Dupers and Sunny Boys, but Sunny Boys would do a bit of a giveaway, and you would get one for free. And
Did
so,
you scabbard Jew jump your way to get enough?
no, what we did, it was a bit more.
10 cents.
It was a bit more advanced than that. We would when we'd had to do hamburger day.
Pause.
Yeah.
So, in the eyes of the Lord, keep going.
Yeah. Well, is this
Criminal act.
confessional?
It seems that way. You're the shrink. You
All
talk
right.
us through
I've
it.
got to uncross my legs. I'm saying way too much. Anyway, so what we do on hamburger day, because Dad would make the hamburgers, and I would be like, I'd go and cook them and whatnot. And I was, I should have been working on maths and spelling and whatnot, but instead I was setting up for catering jobs on a Friday. I'd be rolling them Thursday night with Dad making hamburgers, and then anyway, so we had access.
Here we are.
Yeah, well, the trays would be in the tuck shop.
Sure.
Where the cupboard was where all the you've won a Sunny Boy.
Genius.
Okay, here we go.
So the boys would,
The
the boys would take a few, I don't know,
Spares.
15, 20 at a time or whatever. That was one of the first scams we were running.
Sick. It's very entrepreneurial though, like your papa, who was an entrepreneur, as you told us.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it
that's,
was for
Except
free.
It was legal as well.
He was doing it for free.
Yeah.
Was he?
Was he?
I think the
what
principal
not.
was paying for the meat, and Dad would do the. I don't know. There was something.
There was. I hear the word skim
Yeah.
coming.
And by skim, I mean scam.
Yeah.
Actually, do you know what it was? I think he would let Dad use the kitchen in the hall for his catering.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's like a industrial kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
Not amusing, but interesting.
Well, fuck.
Yeah.
It's 8 o'clock. I've been working. It's fucked. I've got a pad
So you
with
ha-
notes.
So if you've been working all day,
Burgers.
you'd hate the world and everyone in it.
Yeah,
Good
all right. For
Yeah.
sake of potting, yeah.
Yeah. And you were working in the city.
I hate the world prior to that.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
So we're
Barely
all on
like
board
you
with that.
two.
We're all on board with that because I've been stuck with the free-to-air television.
Oh.
And I've I switched back from because I had to cancel my Optus account, and attached to that was my TV, shows. And
You don't do Netflix or stand?
no, I got Netflix, but basically, in order to shut down my Optus account, I had to say goodbye to that thing unless I wanted to pay for it separately, which I didn't.
I know you've got a new code on your Wi-Fi. That's the most
It's
ridiculous
like
code
47 characters.
It's extreme.
By choice?
Tell me
No,
about
it
your
just
mother.
is. It is. So
I think this is a lifestyle podcast.
It is.
is it?
I think it is.
Yes, I'm stuck with the free-to-air television. So I'm not. I haven't watched a
So
TV
what are some of
commercial.
your favourite shows on the free-to-air?
No, I haven't seen a TV commercial for about 5 years, and they've upped the scale. There's more of them, more often, all the time.
Yeah. And then no.
Worse
good.
than before.
A lot of kids ads.
Man,
just
copying
just
that.
ads in general.
growing up in Ararat, we only had 2 channels.
Ararat, what's that melody again?
Ararat, a
Here we
better
go
way of life. Gateway to the Grampians. Dun, 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 dun. So, look around, see friendly faces, happy people, many places.
Yeah.
Kinda makes you proud of our town. Ararat, a better way of life.
What
Except for all the meth now.
yeah.
Oh, and the kids pedophile prison. Well, not kids pedophile. The pedophile prison on the
It's
outskirts
like sort of like
town.
putting a hat on a hat then.
Yes, isn't it? An ATM machine.
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard Fox Mulder say that in the X-File last night.
Oh, really?
It was going down to the ATM machine. Went,
Right.
You're not
You're
the
not a
FBI.
cop.
No. Lies. Mulder. Lies.
No, he couldn't work out that much. How's he going to work out what those UFO machines are?
And he had a waterbed in this episode.
Ugh.
So I don't know what's going on with Mulder.
Those UFO objects.
That's where he's trying to cross over his other show, the Californication.
You know who's done 200 episodes as well?
Who?
The X-Files. I don't know. I'm just
okay.
trying to bring it back to the 200th episode.
Sure.
Of Steez.
I was
Sure,
trying to
'cause-
bring him crossing over back to you crossing over your legs, but
Okay.
let's just roll with it. Happy to.
I was trying to cross
Are you
over.
still angry, Tim?
Ararat.
No, I feel much better now. Thanks. Once I heard Adam sing, now what does cheer me up, makes me feel better about the world, is your little tongue twister that your sister forced you to learn. Can you remember?
I can remember. We do it all the time.
Yeah. So being the 200th episode, I'd like you to recite that because
Tarquin, Fintin, Lim, Bim, Wim, Bim, 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 Bust Up, Tank, Tango, Lay, Biscuit Barrel, Chickaracka, Ching, Chong, Chai, Chickaroni, Yellow Belly, Fat Man, Okokoni, Yitchy Bitchy Caterpillar, Ickaby, Okokoni. Do it again, do it again.
do it again.
Do it again. Do it again.
It's great.
Always again.
Now a beat.
Okay.
You're going to
No.
mix that before this episode goes up and...
No, because we've been the last couple of episodes we've been throwing back and forth a couple of tongue twisters here and there that we've been coming up with, and we've been doing it back and forth. I've been texting to Jazz, he's been texting back to me. And what happened to you with?
Well,
Tongue twist it.
we've been talking a lot about the pod with the other hosts and all the involved people, and have a good back and forth with Dan. Like, we update him with all the pooping stories because he doesn't tend to do a lot of homework. And so he's relegated to the stories that we give him. And as a punishment, it's mostly poo stories.
Good.
Poo jogging, dumping poos everywhere. People are dumping poos on heads of buckets of heads. What?
Where do you stand on picking up poop after a dog?
I hate it.
Well, mine, sure, no worries. Other people's, no way.
That would have been a good yay or nay.
Oh, yes, I know. That's an A.
Go. 1, 2, 3. Picking up dog poop.
No.
After your dog. 1, 2, 3.
No.
Yes.
Nay and yay. You do it.
Yeah, I do.
I think
Do
I
you pick
think
it up after other people's dogs? Or
No.
just your own? Yeah.
no. I've been through this as well.
Well, little dog, and it's grain fed. So you don't. And if you run out of grain food, sometimes you get out the canned food, and then
The pal.
the shits are like this.
Quick thin shits, or thits, that originate from deep within the stomach. Oh, they make you run.
And it's hard to pick them up.
Gives you the runs.
Sure is. Now I would be I'd be a bush thrower. So I'd get the poo and carry it around.
I don't
I
even
just
do
chuck
that.
it- I just
like, I'm
chuck
a
it in a bush.
scumbag. Like, I just leave.
Oh yeah, okay, you're a
I
leader.
can't admit that on the podcast.
Can.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, did.
Yeah,
1, 2,
totally
3.
can.
Nay.
I wanted
no,
to. I'm thinking about getting little flags and poo shaming all the people in my neighbourhood. Going, this is not on. Pick it up.
Oh, okay. Would you write that on the flag? This is not on. Pick it. Oh, PTO up.
PTO.
Oh,
Big turds. Oh.
no, it's please turn over
The poo.
the flag.
So you put the flag beside the poop, or you put it at
Or
the
in
house?
In it.
But then how does that
Yeah, but
shame
you're
it?
already halfway there.
It's got a long sort of spiky rod, and it's got a flag on it that goes,
I know what
this
shit
isn't
looks
on.
like.
Pick up after your dogs. And then
You reckon that shames them?
well, I mean,
It's a flag, mate. Flags change people's opinions, don't they? So
one random pooper at a time, Act locally. Think globally. You're not going to stop the guy from dumping the bucket of shit on the people in the library.
Quick thin shits, or thits, that originate from deep within the stomach. Oh, they make you run.
So they're the sort of stories he gets relegated.
Yes, so and Tim's been doing all this, all these rhymes.
Relegated?
I've been sending him some dope rhymes.
Yeah,
Dope.
just do one of your little things, Tim.
Ding the dong, ding dong, but don't bring the bong to ping pong.
Dope.
Anyway, Slim Shady could, rhyme that.
Speaking of Slim Shady, have you seen the current diss war going on? Pop off. This is a pop off.
Okay.
Pop off is a current pop culture reference
That's
that we go
going
off
off.
about.
Yeah, okay.
He's in a feud with Nick Cannon.
Nick
Okay.
Cannon.
They
Who's
had a
Nick Cannon?
war about 10 years ago. Nick Cannon is a comedian from Nickelodeon, hosts the show Wild 'N Out,
Okay.
which is like hip-hop battles. But he's just a goof who was married to Mariah. And 10 years ago, him and Eminem had a feud over Mariah, because Eminem still claims that.
Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
What wasn't she married to what's his chops?
The
Chippy
billionaire.
Yeah.
Sony.
Yeah. What's his name?
Tommy
Kerry
Mottola.
Packer.
Kerry Packer's son.
Would
Oh,
you,
yeah,
would
no,
you
go on.
believe
Okay.
that I listened to a, seriously, 45-minute episode about Mariah Carey today on a podcast?
Oh, I would
Jesus
not.
wept.
Yeah. A deep dive.
Did you have
Seriously.
your legs crossed? It's all coming
Oh,
through.
yeah, I like the show. Anyway, so I wrote this to Dan, a little text message. I wrote this while thinking of you. People purposely pooing proudly while pounding pavements in Pumas.
Pumas.
Right?
Pumas. Is it Puma?
Well, however you want to say it.
What's that, like Puma?
But he's got like
Puma's from Brave Star. Do you remember Brave Star? Eyes of a hawk is of a wolf.
Okay, I'll do it
Strength
again
of
then.
the bear, speed of a puma.
But isn't that what the shoe is? You're a puma.
No, you're a puma.
No,
Puma.
Puma.
But,
Okay, well,
hey,
people
in keeping
purposely
with the
pooing
poo
proudly.
theme,
Let me try
It's
again.
a puma.
I'll do it again. People purposely pooing proudly while pounding pavements in pumas.
Correct.
Oh, I like puma.
Anyway, so
Do it again with puma to keep the poo theme going.
I sent
People
I,
pounding pavements. Go.
I sent it to Daniel on his business work phone, but he's also got a home one. So I was like, I want you to get this now. So I sent it to the other Dan number, and then like immediately realised that it was the wrong Daniel and it was a client. And
Oh, did he reply?
yeah, he did. I immediately sent, man, so sorry, wrong Dan, so embarrassing.
Please read out his response.
Not a problem, Jeremy.
Ah, he's
I'm
a
definitely
robot.
not a robot.
I am a robot person.
That's all he wrote.
That's all. Right.
That's all he wrote.
He couldn't come back with some kind.
I was
of...
gonna,
Not
I was
even
gonna
a
come back at
lol?
him. Nah. Well, no, actually, there's a smiley face, but it's one of those old school smiley faces where it's
Semicolon,
a semicolon and what's the other one?
bracket, parentheses.
See, I should have not been cooking hamburgers.
He could have. Surely he could have come up with something to
Yeah.
write back. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
here's a little bit of a pop off. Going back to your little segment
Pop
that you were
off.
saying before. I had a bit of a pop off with grade 6 class. I came out with that sounds weird when I said that out loud. No, I did a DJ gig for a grade 6 graduation. And
This isn't back to that same school where
no,
you
no,
had
school.
Yeah, they don't let you
Um,
back still.
And
You're allowed within 100 metres of primary schools again.
but just not with a smoke machine.
Yeah, cool.
And it was request, and then what I found out was, yeah, are you requesting something?
I'm
I haven't
requesting
got
to
it.
ask, how do they request? Is it
Okay, so when I do gigs, there's a certain amount of requests that I can handle at any given time. So someone will come up, they'll ask for a song. Yep, I'll play that. Yeah, I'll play that. It's about 10 or 15 songs, which has been my limit so far. With this grade 6 graduation, they came up and they fucking just asked for 1,000,001
so you're a jukebox?
requests. So what I did is I got a bit of paper, I put it there, and they started going, writing every song they knew. So what had happened though is because I'm used to my 10 requests and I can do it, and people sort of take notice of when I'm doing it. Oh, you haven't played my song yet. It got to a point where there was no way that anybody could possibly know where I was at on the list, and it sort of collapsed in on itself as a bit of a pop off. I didn't know any of the songs.
No.
Of course
I
you
didn't
do.
know any of them. None of
Of
them.
course.
Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. Oh, oh.
You've just said you've only started watching free to air TV again.
True.
Why would you know what any of the local?
Yeah, well, because
you're
one
a DJ,
of my
that's
favourite
your-
requests back in the day was, can you play the Kmart ad song?
Kmart ad.
Yeah.
What's a Kmart?
Oh, I don't know, whatever it was at the time, but
Oh.
the request was
So it wasn't
not the song. Can you play the Kmart ad song?
Ah,
It's
gotcha,
like,
gotcha.
what the
gotcha.
fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Like Apple was notorious for having
That's right.
pop-off songs.
Can you play the Apple
So
song?
when you played the Shaka Khan new song, the bus stop song,
The sugar,
couldn't get anyone on the dance floor,
people just don't.
and then we found out it was
Yeah.
a car ad.
Ah, right.
Grade
was on a
6
card.
graduation. Nutbush. Yay or nay? 1, 2, 3.
Nay.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
More power to you.
There was a couple of parents there up the back, and I could tell which requests were coming from them because there was all these
Feeding them.
there's all these obscure songs, and obviously the kids are like, oh, I want to be able to write something on the list. So
Can
they
you
went
play
over to their
Hotel
parents.
California?
Yeah, it was something like that. It's like no, what was it? It was who's the guy that sings with Kermit on the Muppet Show?
Somewhere over the rainbow, not easy being green type.
John
Yeah,
Denver.
John Denver. Can you play a John Denver song? I'm like, no, but he was very insistent. This kid.
Did he have
really wanted
corduroys
it.
and a cheese cutter on?
No, he didn't.
No. Hey, the worst song ever in your history. Like, if you could go, I never want to hear another song again. Can you think of one off?
Yeah.
hand? What would it be?
It would be Daryl Braithwaite Horses.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I prefer not
An
to hear that
iconic
ever
classic.
again. Yeah, isn't it?
Jezbot?
Would you say
I'm coming
iconic
back to that,
and
but-
classic?
Ironic classic? No.
What was that one I was thinking of last night?
Like, what makes me want to stick pens up my nose and headbutt the desk is "Oh What a Night."
Oh, I've got one.
Oh God, I hate that.
You don't
song.
like that one?
Hate it. I like that song as much as I like Onion.
I said it yesterday. Solid Rock by Shane Howard.
You don't like that one?
I'm done with it.
Oh, okay.
Worst song
Because-
ever, though?
No, but I'm just done with it.
Okay, fair.
I'm just fucking done with it.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Stop playing it.
Because you cop the it's 10 past the hour on for FM Fox.
I know what you're trying to get at. Yeah,
You're a tradie.
I do cop it,
You're a tradie.
but luckily I'm by myself now. So all I'm doing is listening to, and listeners, you can get on board with this. Mariah
Is that what you're
Carey.
listening to? Over and
Strictly
over?
Mariah Carey.
45-minute session.
No, I've been listening to a lot of Turnstyle Digital. Is the other podcast that Timmy Taco runs. It's I keep mentioning it every other week.
Yep.
56 hours of non-stop DJ beats and all that. all the
Iconic
rest.
and classic.
So I
And
download that
and
listen to it.
Jezbot makes a point to call me and says, "We've got to do more of those." I'm like, "I'm doing them.
doing
We're
it now,
56
man."
episodes in. Dude, you've got to do more of them." I am.
What nationality did you become
Quicker.
then?
You've got to do more of them, mate. I was.
If I'm asking him to do something or no advice, if I'm giving advice or it's that's what he hears.
Isn't it?
Isn't it? Is it?
Can you just
Zibba dubba.
just need to ask a favor?
Can I go zibba dubba?
Super
Yeah.
Perfect.
So
Chicken souvlaki, lamb souvlaki. Oh, no, hang on. Mixed souvlaki or single meat souvlaki? Which would you prefer?
I'm mixed.
you go mixed.
Yeah.
I'd probably go the old lemon souvlaki for you.
I had an Adelaide seafood souvlaki. That
Uh,
was good.
Can you have a seafood souvlaki?
Yeah, hang on. Can you have a seafood souvlaki? Yay or nay? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
No.
I'm in camp nay.
definitely.
No,
Definitely.
okay,
Well, I
no.
had it.
So it's up there with
And I remember
it's like when
I remember.
it's when
And not because I ended up in the hospital.
It's a real thing.
it's
I
when the
remember
other meat tries to work its way into the menu. So we've got your classic lamb, your
Chicken.
your delicious chicken.
But with
yeah.
the lamb, are you a chunk of lambs or a shaved?
I like a shave.
I like a chunk.
Oh,
Controversial.
Fight.
Are
But,
we fighting? I think we are.
But like when fish tries to work its way into like a Mexican
Yeah,
restaurant, like
fish
fish tacos, come
Yeah, come on.
on, fucking crook. But delicious, nevertheless.
Have you
Surprisingly
Have
delicious.
you actually been drinking because you're surly and you're leaning on your mic stand like you're on a bar, like you get pissed?
I've had about 8 beers. Yes.
I'm just so happy with the review of fucking crook.
Speaking of reviews,
Fish tacos, yay, nay, 1, 2, 3.
No. Yeah.
nay.
No.
Fish tacos.
Yeah.
He forgot what he was doing.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure what the question was, Your Honour. No, I do like fish, but I'm
By
not
itself.
one to have a. I wouldn't have a fish burger.
Well,
I'm
you
not-
know what,
I
you
don't
don't- you
I
don't
do
like-
fish burgers.
The idea of wrapping up fish in a bread substance or a taco.
What about a crumbed
No.
fish?
Yeah, crumb
it's
fish
good-
is
good work,
it's okay, but
Adsdinooks.
it's on its own. You see, it's not trying to work its way into my souvlaki or
Burger.
to kebab
Boigas.
or to
So
your burger.
you won't have a fillet of fish.
Yeah. See, a fish, I don't mind a
okay.
fish burger.
Fish burgers, all right.
Bit of
Okay.
cheese, bit of
All
tartine.
right, I'm back on board then. Fuck,
Yay.
I guess I better.
Yay.
I guess I better fucking go and eat as much fish as I can, so you guys can like me or something.
So yeah, it took me back to. Let's start again. 200th episode. What was sort of people's celebrations, acknowledgements, cheers, claps,
Yep. Well, we're just gonna keep recording.
thunderous round of applause?
It's more of the reason we're doing 4 of them. It's more of an accounting issue that it wasn't actually 200 episodes when we got up to 200 episodes.
We've done a couple of clip shows where we joined episodes together.
Boo. and then the live 100th episode, we just didn't do it.
We just skipped
We skipped the
episode
numbering.
100.
You put the lie in live.
Yeah, well,
we did.
every lie is the truth in an alternate reality.
I remember it.
So,
So, okay, so it's an accounting roundup. But yeah, so the other guys, I'm assuming, like, at some stage there's a competition as to which 200-point episode is the best. So,
so far,
if I could get you guys to...
Pay attention.
Yeah,
right, sorry.
Well, we've
We're
had some good stories so far. We've had Dan Oz has done an episode. We did an episode together. And then we had Sean Oz came in. We've had Kirby's come in.
Curbs.
Yeah. We've had Cynthia
Oh, yeah.
has done a show.
Is that all in the bank?
Yeah, there's still to come.
There you go. How many of
How
these
much
things are we going to do?
I don't know. And we've also done an extra 5 Stees, which are about to come out as well. So
All in the one day, like
Yeah, pretty
15
much.
podcasts.
Yeah,
No,
pretty
don't-
much.
don't-
Sleazy Steezathon. Couldn't say that then, speaking of hanging with.
So this is your
Jeepers.
this is your 200th episode. So is there? I mean, apart from the cricket bat and hat shtick,
That's me done.
How are you going to celebrate jumping the Turnstile Day? Like, we changed the name of the podcast for it. But what are you going to do?
No, don't. Oh, I was
Have you
gonna
been telling
raise
all-
my other bat, but
Have you been telling all your friends? Because you've been on board since day dot, just about.
just about.
Just
Heck
about?
yeah. And everyone just goes, I don't give a fuck, man. It's just you and your mates talking.
How do you advertise your podcast? On a podcast? Or
Well,
do you do a
you
letter,
use the
letter
podcast
drop?
to do it.
On a-
Isn't
on
that
a
what you're doing with
bus.
Turnstile
Business
Digital?
cards and stickers?
Isn't that what you do with Turnstile Digital? You advertise it on the podcast.
Yeah, oh, that's true.
Oh,
Okay.
maybe go to Turnstile Digital and get them to talk about
that mean-
jumping a turnstile.
We need to make more podcasts to advertise this podcast.
Potentially. Puss in that
Okay.
too. That was a tongue twister.
All right,
More
so-
podcasts to potentially plug this podcast, please.
Let's do pitch. Pitch your podcast.
Pitch your podcast.
You're going to do one that starts obviously in P's.
Peas.
It's really good for podcasting, having a podcast that's called Everything with Peas in it.
Okay. Is it? So it's we're so we're ramping up to Christmas. We're very close to Christmas.
I thought this is the 200th episode. We
It
weren't
is.
allowed to talk about Christmas.
Well, so we're ramping up to Christmas because it is December and we are getting closer to that. And I've had to get up into Timmy's crawl space
Excellent.
and dig out the old tree,
find?
and it felt like I was just up there.
It's gone
putting the
quick.
tree away. It was a quick year.
Quick.
But you've got. Do you set up a tree at your place?
I don't. I'm not allowed, but we do.
Okay, so wait. Real tree or fake tree? Yay or nay?
Hang on.
Oh,
You've
wait,
got
wait,
two
you can't
questions
say-
there.
yeah.
Real tree or fake tree?
Yes.
Or no.
Okay. So, real tree.
No, real tree, yes or no?
Yay or nay?
Real tree, yay or nay?
Nay.
Yay.
Nay.
But I don't have one.
Hang
But
on.
I'm for one.
Real tree or fake tree? No. Real tree? Yay or nay? 1, 2, 3, go.
Nay.
Nay. I changed my mind.
You know what you can do with a fake tree is,
Throw it out.
well, like what I've been hearing on the grapevine is you decorate it really well once, and then you put plastic bags over the top of it,
Okay.
Yep.
and then you store it away
For a fake?
for a fakies.
Yeah, that's what we do.
But like already decorated.
Oh, no. But I did buy one from Aldi that already has the lights on it. So all you do is you hang the baubles.
Oh, and it got lights embedded in it.
I'm down with
That's
that.
clever. That's
I
clever.
like that.
But,
Speaking of meme of the month and alliteration tongue twisters, meme of the month.
Is that your podcast?
Yes. Meme of the month, alliteration aside. Did you see the one with the gentleman?
Consumption.
Yes.
All right.
Blood. Buying a Christmas tree and the... Hang on. The guy says...
Sounds good so far.
Yeah, that's a big one. Are you going to put it up yourself? No, I'm going to put it up in the lounge room, you sick fuck.
University Daddy.
University Daddy. Christmas tree jokes. Who would have thought it? But
What about a podcast that is based on Christmas that only comes out
once a year,
during
isn't that
December?
what we do every year?
4 weeks a year.
Once a year. This is having to turn
Well,
into
the
the Christmas one.
Christmas starts earlier every year,
Early.
so
It
you
sure
could,
does.
You could start your Christmas-based podcast where September,
Well,
September,
I've-
October.
Hey, and Christmas in July?
Yep,
Anyone?
yep.
Anyone?
No one,
Nay.
please. Nay. So I've had to pull the Christmas tree out. They've set it up, but we've got a party coming up here soon, and I'm trying to get the house all in shape,
Right.
and it's really
Is it a
hindering
themed party?
Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the
No.
theme was wedding
No, it is a wedding.
Okay.
after party.
But it's after Christmas.
Fancy
so
dress party. Yay or nay? 1, 2, 3, go.
nay.
Nay. Well, you're a
Good.
yay.
No, I was a nay.
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 Having said that, if you just turn around Adsdinooks, you'll see 3 Star Wars helmets on Tim's couch staring at us.
Bubba Fett.
You got Boba Fett, you got 2 Darth Vaders. Now,
C-3PO mask.
Tim claims not to be a fancy dresser,
Oh, no,
but
it's just
No, well,
wild
this is-
sex
this
party.
is-
he's got us tickets to the screenings for this.
Well, this goes
Midnight
back.
screening
This
of
goes back
fucking
to
Star Wars.
Timmy's crawl space, because while I was up there, I saw the masks and I've pulled them down because we are going to this premiere, and we're going to suit up. And
We weren't invited. We purchased tickets.
we were invited. So
You
let
made
me
out
phrase
like
it.
we're big wig podcasters and got given tickets.
Oh,
to
no,
Star
no,
Wars.
not us. No, we had to buy tickets. But
Queued up for 2 days in my C-3PO outfit.
but with the Christmas tree, I've said to the kids,
Self-oiling.
the next day, like
Wiggles.
the 26th, I'm ripping it down because we're having a party here on the 28th,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want that to be part of the atmos because it's taken up real estate. A Christmas tree takes up
A
potentially,
whole corner.
well, yeah, 3 people space.
Okay.
You know,
Mm.
Gotcha.
That's where you have your dinner usually.
and I'm getting the you hate Christmas, don't you,
yeah,
Dad?
Grinchy McGrinch.
And I'm like,
show you how
no,
much
I
I
told
hate
you,
Christmas.
Yeah,
fucking-
wait till you got no fucking presents.
no, I told you, I hate the world and everyone in it.
Yeah.
Especially Santa Claus. He's a cunt.
You'll learn to hate it.
So
Hey,
when's too soon to take down the Christmas tree as well? I don't really
Too
want
soon is on Christmas Day.
it. Is it?
far too soon.
Midnight Boxing Day, you can rip that shit down. I'm all
Okay.
for getting ready for the New Year's Eve party. I've had to do that several times.
Right.
The Christmas tree, it's done. It's done. I'm
I don't know
over.
if it's because I'm getting older and Grinchy McGrinch facey, but I'm starting to find the whole, like, I'm all for the Christmas catch up, drink a few beers, kids have a good time, blah blah. But you go now having a little one as well. The whole lying to from a young age.
There's
yeah.
a lot of lying. There's a lot of lying going on.
Mm-hmm.
And
To then know that it's not just a lie for like this is good because you're going to enjoy it, but it's also going to break your heart at one point when we go,
and it's going to be my fault.
yeah, no, he's not real.
Because it's a bleed-in. It's a couple of years of you
Yeah.
going, are you sure? It doesn't sort of...
Yeah, you're
Well,
on the cards.
No, it's real. No, no,
Tim, you're fucking 42.
Well, yeah, give it up.
Give it up,
But
man.
I've had Audrey. Last year she pretended that she was still.
Double banger presents.
Yeah, she was just going for that last grab. But this year she's given me like I've never even said it to her. She's got YouTube and friends, and
Yeah.
I guess the real world. But she's given me the old wink, wink,
Mm-hmm.
like
Very good.
That's
know,
good.
where
So
I've
you didn't
talked-
have to have a heartbreaking
I didn't have
conversation.
to
almost
break it to her.
over,
She
Tim.
was very unhappy about the Easter bunny.
Chocolate.
Out of all the fantastically
Once
made
your
up things,
heart's been broken.
Yeah,
It's
true.
You start putting all the pieces together. I found a receipt for the bike I was about to receive through Christ Our Lord, our parents. And so I sussed it out. How did you guys figure it out?
I don't even remember.
I think I opened Mum and Dad's cupboard door to be faced with the Castle Grayskull
Oh,
box,
Excellent.
that's good.
and
I don't know how I found
I
it.
wanted it.
All right. But
Mum
way
and
of
Dad,
life.
though, like 5 boys, it's a lot of loot to
Yeah.
hide.
And
That's
a
a lot.
lot of grapevine for older brothers to feed down the chain of,
Yeah.
you know, it's not even real.
Yeah,
I think Mum and Dad were they had the hard,
Knowing some
said
of
the
your
hard
older
word.
brothers.
They were 10 years older than me by the time I came around.
Grab that for
How
me, would you?
fucking unprofessional. 200 episodes.
Yeah, is that your mum? Tim, Santa's not real.
okay, sorry about that.
That's
What were we
right.
talking about?
Well, the other thing around this top.
Speaking of well-oiled,
Hold on, I'm actually laughing, Tim. Let me enjoy this for fucking 2 seconds. I get one laugh a week.
wrap it up.
It's usually after something I've said.
Yeah, stick a fork in it. You're done.
Well, around this time of year as well, it's work breakup. So work breakup, yay or nay? 1, 2, 3, go.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm nay, but
You're a nay.
I've said yes this year.
Okay.
Didn't he say before he works by himself?
Yeah.
I'm a nay.
Yeah.
The people
Looks
I work
like
with
I've
are
gotta
cunts.
go.
yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Spoke to the boss though and said I'll come this year.
Yeah.
I took a long hiatus from the Tradesman Cup, which is the golf day, which I'm sure some stories have come out on this podcast before. Took a long hiatus, and then the last actual work breakup I went to was with Icy Cool.
ICC.
And we went and saw Star Wars,
True.
and I vowed never
Never to do it again.
Hang
well,
out with Icicle.
God bless you.
2 years later, I've just gone ahead and bought him a ticket.
Yeah.
Icicle?
Well, I said like, well, I've said it on the pod
And I'll say it again.
Yep. Oh,
2 years ago.
I remember it.
I am not going to watch the next Star Wars movie. That was bullshit.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
So,
Now-
Adam, there's a spare ticket if you'd like to.
I've matured in the 2 years, and I've come to realise, Star Wars is
Shit.
just like Christmas for kids,
Mm,
and I put way too much emphasis on.
the wrong syllable.
Bravo.
It's no good. Just go watch. Suspend your disbelief for an hour and 45 minutes.
Having said that, let me say this.
Just alienated
I've-
half of our
Yeah.
audience.
No, well, I pulled out the mask and Is that rain?
Nah, it's someone vacuuming.
Okay, great.
Or blending. Blend into this. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Now
Go ahead.
I've lost my train of
Put
thought.
your fucking foot down, mate.
Having said that,
Fuck, let's that happen. when you
having said
podcast.
that, let me say this: he's coming to the premiere of Star Wars with us, and I've had to get his costume together
Women. Oh,
because he insisted to wear a Dr. Spock uniform,
I was going to go and start just to start.
but
shit
he's
up.
got a big beard. So
Do you know what I'm worried
Star
about?
Trek at Star Wars movies. Yay or nay? 1, 2, 3.
yay!
No.
No, it's pretty funny.
My major concern about this whole evening is going to be staying awake.
What time's it?
It's
Midnight.
midnight
On what day?
on a
Thursday
Wednesday.
or Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. If you
It's-
kept Thursday, you would have missed it by then. Oh, technically it is
No,
Thursday.
It's Thursday morning.
Yeah.
Wrong end of Thursday. I
It's
think.
the sharp end of the Thursday stick.
The handle of the butter knife.
Yeah.
And
Not
Cass,
the sharp end, you
Cass
sick
was saying to me,
bastard.
I really want to go.
Cass really wants to go.
Yeah, but I put my foot down. I said, you're not allowed to.
She doesn't want to
Love.
be there for that.
I said,
She likes the wars.
she likes going out with us and dressed up and all the boys and all that kind of stuff.
She
But
likes all the boys.
There's no chicks in Star Wars.
apart from Mary Poppins,
Oh, yeah.
she was in there.
Yeah.
Who was it? Leah. Anyway, so when
He
she's
hated the
dancing,
last
dancing through space like Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
Was she dancing? Or was she floating?
And is it Leah or Leia?
Yeah.
Oh, look, yeah,
Leela.
Leah.
She's dead.
Too soon.
What's
I
it?
put
Mark
my
Hamill go
So
down?
she can't come.
wife advice because I said you're going to be too bloody tired.
So
Oh,
this
I
is
thought you were
a segment
gonna say
called
drunk.
Wife Advice.
Yeah, wife advice.
Yep.
It's usually advice I give to Cass, and she
It's,
should
it goes.
not have said it.
It's usually comes in the form of no, you can't come.
It's
Yeah.
more dishwasher based.
Oh,
Repacking
brave man.
things like this that you shouldn't say to your wife.
So
but
she isn't coming then.
well, I said he's going to be.
She won't want to do that. It's
I said you're going to get home at 4:00
yeah.
for an 8:30, 9 o'clock start for a 12-hour day on a Thursday. It's Christmas.
To watch Star Wars.
Yeah, to watch Star Wars with us.
With guys dressed up like that.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Rooney's coming, yeah.
Rooney's coming.
Rune Dog.
We've got
Who's
Maddie
he going as?
Maddie
Someone?
Weepants.
Who's he going as?
I don't know. What
know.
he-
You know what I did? I went through my cupboard and there is an alarming amount of Star Wars t-shirts in there. So I'm like, fuck, shit's got to stop. Pulled. I've done the old clear out. Got rid of t-shirts. Most of them being the Star Wars ones, but for those that don't want to wear a mask, I was gonna offer a T-shirt.
I do
Cool.
have
See?
two. Mikey T from the pod.
Mikey
It's
T-shirt.
Basically, a podcast extravaganza. Matty Wee Pants, or should I say,
Handsome Pete.
Handsome, Pete.
He'll be there. Yeah, Jinx.
coming in all the way from Europe for
Oh.
this premiere.
Eurofest.
Flying in
And
on
for a
the,
wedding.
Are you?
his wedding.
Look, obviously, I've got your stance on Star Wars. Yours,
Yay.
because you've got the collection of teas
Sure.
and masks and shit. You're furious about where it's gone.
Yes.
Are you a little bit excited about it being like the rapper?
Mate, it's
I know
like
it won't.
it's like a good Halloween movie or a Jason or a Freddy. It never dies.
It never ends. No.
And now that they're doing all this de-aging technology with
Mark Hamill.
everyone,
Yeah.
like you can do flashbacks now because you can have young Al Pacino
Sure.
being the taxi man again.
Sure.
He
or
was never
whatever.
in Star Wars, but
Yeah, yeah.
which character
I
did he play?
was thinking the Irishman because they do some de-aging in that. So all we got to wait for is
Was it Pacino or De Niro?
oh whatever.
Which one was the hoo-ha?
Hoo-ha! Spaghetti! Spaghetti!
Rodney
Is
Dangerfield.
that is it Spaghetti De Niro or Pacino?
Spaghetti!
I think it's Pacino.
I think it's Pacino.
Pacino, say
So-
hello to my little friend.
Say hello to my little friend. That guy.
No, but he turned into spaghetti. He turned into
He
a
sure
black
did.
guy,
Oh.
like a
Did he?
from the south. Like his accent changed.
Yeah, it did over time.
Nevertheless,
Nevertheless.
I could imagine this
Never
going
will.
on forever and ever.
Yeah.
You just wait till everyone's dead, and then the families go, "Okay, you can be a hologram on Star Wars Prince or whatever."
Yeah, or there's a spin-off, and
Of course, I'd actually like the spin-offs.
I want to know. You're saying with the spin-offs and everything, how far can they go with the deep fake technology? Can they
Yeah.
do an entire film? Like, can we have
It's a matter
anybody?
of time.
the what? The deep fake.
You know, deep fake when they okay.
Talk me through it.
It's like a let's just say it's an app, and they can make any celebrity face appear on just about anybody, and it tracks the eyes of who you're pasting it onto. So they've been using it for
Porn.
well, they've been using it for porn, but deep fake sort of started with
Getting Trump to say crazy shit.
Yeah,
and
so they
then-
get somebody to impersonate his voice, and then they'll put his face on somebody, and you'll swear that it's him saying it.
I think it does the
They
voice
use
as
it-
well, man.
And it's very similar to the Leia in Star Wars or Rogue One, where they put her face in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's similar to that. Like we always said when we were growing up, it'd be good when they could use computers to put their faces in. So if they die, they can.
You just keep. You always
keep-
have.
You never die.
Han Solo always looks like Harrison Ford.
And there's apparently a deep fake voice changer as well.
Yeah, so that's the ticket.
Is that bit where you said you can do the voice as
Yeah,
well?
Hang on, you got it.
So can we have anybody on the podcast? Is that what that means?
Certainly.
And like,
Who's that?
would Christopher Walken turn up?
Hello,
Podcast.
podcast. I shoved this podcast up my ass for 2 months. Doesn't really sound like it.
Didn't laugh once.
Just
No. Because I would like to do that. I want to. I
That's a
want
good
a.
idea. So is this your pitch? Is this your podcast
I want
pitch?
to. I want a. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. I want to change my voice to be.
You want to do an
Christopher
interview
Walken.
interview show, but you don't ever get a guest in. You just
I just. I am
That's
the
pretty
guest.
cool.
And it's only yes, no
Hey.
answers.
How long have we been going here? Scrap this and let's fucking start again. This is bullshit. Let's do the
let's do that as
deep
a.
fake.
So you don't know deep fake?
I do now.
We'll find out deep fake because
it's all
I
I'm
found
in
out.
you need to know.
You told me.
Okay,
Hey, I remember.
it's a need to know basis.
You don't have to tell me.
But you do need to know.
I was there.
You do need to know. Because we don't know how long the deep fake's been going on for. That's the real question. It could have been going on for a lot
Very true.
longer.
JFK.
Even though it looks pretty average now, I'd say that they'd be putting a lot of really bad looking ones out, so you think it's the start of it.
Gotcha.
Like
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
the military, obviously, 20 years ahead.
Oh, she
Oh,
stopped.
the hairdryer stopped.
Her hair must be dry.
It can't always be peaches and cream. Is that what it is?
It is.
Have you ever had peaches and cream?
Don't like peaches.
Okay. Do you watch
You
television?
don't like anything.
I hate the world.
Well, that's what I want to
Everyone
ask you. That's what I want to ask, actually. You had a thing a while back, maybe when you turned 30, that you were going to try everything you ever hated again.
Yep.
How'd that work out?
Pretty good. Discovered a heap of things that I like.
Mm-hmm.
Heaps.
Cock.
Nah, still hate it. I'll try it again when I'm 50.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but nah, hate
But anything that took you by surprise?
it. Lentils.
Cock.
Oh, really? Lentils.
Crazy about them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, love lentils. Chickpeas, lentils, dal, falafel.
That's why you're looking so healthy.
Fish
Very
tacos.
good. Fish tacos. Show us your fish taco.
No. Don't.
And have you gone back to a food that
I'll take a beef curtain, but I won't take a fish taco.
Have you tried? This is to Jezbot because people can't see me pointing.
Yeah.
Have you tried a food that you recently thought you hated, but you tried again?
Yeah. Back on the banana train. I've said that a couple of weeks in a row. No, I eat everything. I've never
So
said...
no food you don't like?
Nah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because I got back onto the sprouts, Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
Sprouts are crook.
They're not actually.
Yeah, they are.
There's a certain way. They're
I
not.
think as a child I didn't like alfalfa.
I'll eat them, but
All right, Brussels sprouts. Yes or no?
nay.
One, two, three.
Nay.
Yay.
No.
Yay.
Well, if you got a choice.
Yeah.
If someone cooks them and they're there, I'll eat them. But I'm not going out of my way to buy, cook.
You really
butter.
got to cook them
Yeah.
for them
Yeah,
to
you
taste
gotta-
good.
you gotta-
And
you gotta
by
roast
cooking, I mean you got to
Mush.
put like oils and butters.
Butters and
Wrong.
yeah.
Wrong. Chuck them in the oven. What she's got to do, right?
Hey,
Tim's-
he worked in the kitchen from grade 6, mate. He
Oh,
knows
yeah,
what's
okay.
going on.
Yeah, you know what's going on.
So is this Tim's red hot tip? It is
No,
a
no, I'm
lifestyle
not gonna-
podcast.
It
He's
is a
about to tell us how to
lifestyle
cook Brussels
podcast.
sprouts.
No, I'm
Is
not.
that red
I'm
hot
not
tip?
about to do that. I'm just
Tim's
saying
red
it's
hot
good.
tip.
I'm just saying it's good.
It's good, man.
It's good, man.
It's not as good as Super Dupers, but it's good.
But it's good.
What about you? You got a food you hate?
I've got a food I hate.
Like onion to me is the
Really?
yeah. I can nearly eat a turd sandwich before a.
I'll have a
Right.
piece of white bread with just
I'm-
onions in it if
I must
that was
admit-
all that was left at the barbie.
Yeah, I must admit that I'm very much like Jezbot. I will eat absolutely anything. I'll try it out.
Try that.
I'll try, but yeah, no, a lot of things I don't. Although to throw while we're on our lifestyle channel, this is real garbage. Texture does piss me off a lot as well.
Oh yeah, and you're a non-hot liquid man.
Yeah.
you
Although
go-
I tried soups.
Yeah, how'd you go?
Not too bad. I don't mind some soups.
Okay, bit hot.
Yeah, because if you're down with lentils, man, I would
Yeah.
just imagine the soup's next
Lentil
thing coming.
soup, sick.
Mm.
Pumpkin soup,
Filling.
love it.
Oh,
Sweet potato.
Pumpkin soup is an aphrodisiac.
So that's a big flip.
Sweet potato.
That's a complete flip. For
Yeah,
you
still don't do
because-
coffees and teas.
Right, interesting.
Crook.
Crook as.
Fucking crook coffee.
Well, you know, you're an environmentalist because every cup you don't drink, it's thousands of liters.
Yeah, see,
And that is why I can leave dog turds on the nature
yeah,
strip.
but you know what? They're
Evening
still.
out.
Because I don't
Do you know
drink
what? They're
coffee.
still producing the coffee cup that he's not drinking.
Are
So
they?
yeah,
Can you
so,
prove that that was the one that was going to be for me?
I don't know. Can you prove it wasn't the one that saved
Don't
the
have
world?
to.
Because I'm saying that they go.
You've got a law. You're the accuser.
You got to quit straws. You can't have straws anymore, right?
Coffee cup don't fit. Must have quit.
Yeah.
It's a supply and demand issue here, Tim. If no one's using plastic
Yeah, but
straws,
they're gonna
the
crank
plastic
out-
straw company goes out of business.
Yeah, but okay. So if I don't, I haven't had
Bite.
I haven't had a straw since I was 6.
Ah, put it away.
Is
Oh,
that
swear
your
to God.
line in the sand? That's the. Come on. Out of
Okay.
all the shit you've said,
Okay, let me just make my point. There is there's one in my beer. Let me just make my point. Let me make my point.
Your point's null and void
No,
now.
I'm just saying.
You are literally drinking out of a straw.
The point being, is that I haven't had a straw since I was 6. They have still been producing straws for me.
Since 6 o'clock.
They've been producing straws for me ever since. Even though
They don't personalise them on name. Here's Tim's.
no, but they're still
Oh,
cranking
sorry, we're getting
out.
a backlog.
No,
He hasn't had one since he was
I'm just in the
6.
factory. How many straws do you reckon Tim Taco's going to need this year? Well, he hasn't had one since 6. So probably like 1.
We've got an oversupply. We've been making them for him constantly.
Got 100,000 straws for you, Timmy Taco.
Well, there's a billion straws.
Not anymore.
There is. They're still cranking them out.
There he is.
Do you know what? It's like the you go to the recycling centres and they say we're crushing down the glass, we're recycling the glass, we're fucking doing this, we're doing that, and they've got warehouses full of glass that they're storing. They're not doing anything with it.
Geelong City
Do you
Council.
know what I mean? We're going to have a straw warehouse where we think we're
love
saving
how
the world.
If you
It's just
say it
gonna go,
really aggressively, then you believe that it's true. There is.
they're in a warehouse.
He knows.
No,
He knows.
there's already been a billion or more made, but you know,
So they
general
go.
trends
the
are
straws
going
go
downward.
The straw goes out of fashion, right? But in the 10 years where the straws slowly go out of fashion and people don't use them, they're producing billions of them not being used. Okay, so they
that's it.
exist.
That's it. It's like shit.
They
How do
keep
we?
going.
The business starts to go under. You go, what are we going to do? Let's make more straws. Let's make them cheaper.
Let's flood the market.
Let's get them. Let's get them different colours. Or make them swirl. You remember how we used to do them swirly?
Oi,
Double
do that
swirls.
again.
Double swirls.
we'll get Tim back on board.
Yeah. Get him to be drinking out of
I
bloody
reckon I
straws.
could. Yeah, it's you just don't drink milk through those swirly straws because
You
they
can't
always
clean
get.
it out. There's no clean out method for milk.
You'd have to assume this is the winning episode out of everyone who does
Um,
the
Well, this is
200.
definitely
You know what?
the
You'll
funniest
listen to it.
episode, for
You
sure.
know what? You listen
I'll
to
say
it
that
and it'll
everyone.
be fine.
It's
No,
been
it's-
great.
Yeah, it's
It'll be
been fucking
perfectly
I'm
fine.
laughing,
Just
man.
take
I'm
the
just-
shit bit out.
That was all of it.
It sounds about. It looks like Timmy and Adsdinooks were about to get to our little end point.
Yeah, we're getting close here.
Getting
Yeah.
close. Have you had any pfeffernuss? We don't have to do a pfeffernuss, which is us reminding you to, I don't know, gigs that are on this week or things to watch. Or
Grade 6 parties you DJ.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we covered that.
You're not going to give us anything to watch because you've only got commercial too, baby.
And I'd like to say that
Povo.
jumping the turnstile is a lifestyle / technology / comedy podcast. Because
Hey,
that's-
where
You know
with
that
the
is-
lifestyle?
TLC. That's TLC.
Oh, it is too.
Technology, lifestyle, comedy.
there you go.
Okay, have we finally done it? We finally worked
Well,
out what the podcast isn't.
All right, let's start again.
Episode 1.
I feel like we do that every episode. Let's start again.
Things aren't going as well as we'd first hoped.
He was
Dear
angry
diary.
that day, my friend.
I think by this hopefully this episode has aired before Christmas or after Christmas. I don't know. It's probably,
before.
I don't know.
We'll squeeze it in before.
Will we?
Yeah, because we've talked about Christmas and then it makes no sense.
Yeah,
No
true.
sense.
True. Okay.
But you'll be happy that last year we did about 16 Christmas episodes.
Did we?
It was the
like
lead
Die
up, it
Hard.
was the bleed after, it was in the stees, it was too much Christmas. So this can be our friggin' Christmas episode.
Have yourself a very,
As soon as-
very Christmas.
I usually pull the plug as soon as Tim does his crystal walk, but I did ask him to do it. I did.
Christmas to walk in. Yeah?
Bingo.
We'll workshop it.
All wrapped up.
Like Santa's workshop.
All wrapped up. In
All
a neat-
wrapped
with a
up,
neat
very
little
good.
bow.
Little
Hey,
little
we're
package.
wrapping it up. Don't speaking about wrapping it up. Just wrap it up.
I was going to say, speaking of wrapped up, it is Christmas time. And, oh, no, we already mentioned that.
I've got to go.
Okay. We all do have to go. It's been another one.
Yes, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for listening to Jumping the Turnstile, episode 200 and something.
Yep.
I'm Jezbot.
Timmy Taco.
Adsdinooks.
Thanks for coming in.
Peace.
They hop, they duck, they climb. They go through 2 at a time.
Jumping the turnstile. Jump the turnstile.
Jump the turnstile.
Leap over the turnstile.
Hop over the turnstile. I had to take it was like a ninja.
Jumping the turnstile.
And it's no small thing.
People have jumped the turnstile.
I definitely jumped the turnstile. Jumping
The turnstile.
I definitely would do it once, twice. I would do it over again.
Whenever I believe I have to do it, when I do it, I get away with it.
Because and there was no one there, so I figured it'd be just easier to jump the turnstile.
I've jumped some fairs in my day.
I definitely jumped the turnstile a few times. Jumping.
Turnstile, instead of just paying the $2.25.
That little technique, I pull the turnstile back. Like that, boom, boom. My upper body is not moving, just my leg.
Jump the turnstile.
Jump the turnstile.
The turnstile. We are the antibacterial wipes. This don't even look sanitary.